This is kind of my second attempt at this game, my second ever attempt playing it offline with just the cards. I did do part of a period offline. In that period, I think that Montreal scored, but because I don't think that Montreal scored, they did score in the few minutes of practice play that I did off camera. But because I'm still not entirely sure that I know what I'm doing or if I'm doing everything correctly, I'm not going to count that because, again, that didn't occur on camera. So I'm going to go with what I went with in the first period, which was that Chicago was up 1-0 in this game here, this replay of Game 1 of the best-of-7 semifinal for the 1961 Stanley Cup playoffs. I have the cards here for this game inside the crease from the 61 NHL season, the 60-61 NHL season. And in real life, Montreal won Game 1 of the series. Chicago came back. I'm trying to think now offhand. I believe Montreal was up 2-1 after 3, and then Chicago, this upstart Chicago Blackhawks team with still in their early 20s, you know, relatively young, early mid-20s, Stan Mikita, Bobby Hull, players who would go on to make a, you know, one heck of a career for themselves. So this was definitely a team on their way up, and this was a team on their way down. They met in the semifinal in 61. Anyway, for purposes of this, I'm just trying to see if I can get through this competently. I watched Peter Miller's video last night, not the one where he plays the full game with Detroit and Pittsburgh, but the one where he does the sample play between Montreal and Boston. And I know he's flipping the cards incorrectly in that video. He's doing it like this, sorry Peter, instead of, you know, the way that they should be flipped. But I looked past that, and I still think that there is a lot of instructive commentary in that video. I'm very glad, Peter, that you left that video up and that you didn't take it down. Much like my own videos, like this one, where I very well could make some mistakes, I think that it is very good for learners of new games to learn what to do and what not to do. With that said, you should maybe learn plenty of what not to do. If not, hopefully not in this video, definitely in the other one where I did the first period. But I had fun, you know, so, you know, take it or leave it. And so I'm going to get things going here. I don't have the top lines. That makes little sense. I'm going to go with, and you know what? On top of everything else, even if I do know what I'm doing, this could be subject to my own little improvisation. Like, for instance, with line changes, and that's not what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just putting Montreal's third line out against Chicago's first. I just think that's a little more realistic to go for the second period. Although Montreal's down a goal, so maybe they would come out with, you know what, I'm going to look at this. I'm changing my mind already. Let's get Jeffrey Beliveau and Gilles Tremblay out there. And so let's just get this on the go, because actually this one here, I'm not sure how much of the period that I will play, and this could come down not to just running out of, well, basically because, again, offline things, away from this camera, back in work, you know, things like that. So we'll see how much of this I'm able to get through. I'm not going to, I'm going to try to go careful, double and triple check everything, not try to rush too much. I will get the book ready. I've started to do a bit of a table of contents proper, or tried to anyway, for the instructions. And I also have page numbers now on all of them, and on all of the pages. But yeah, I think that watching, again, Peter Miller's video last night, I'll probably link to it actually in the, not in the description of this video, probably just link to it at the end screen. So I feel like, first of all, everything should be moved up a little bit so I can do this proper, a little more easily. So if, yeah, you can see all that on camera, I hope. Okay. Anyway, so to get things going here, it says face-off center, and this will simply be to the highest rated, between the highest rated, since there's no modifier here. Bill Hay is a 5, Jean Beliveau is a 9. Jean Beliveau has won the puck, which I don't yet have, to himself. And grab some other pawns and things if need be later in the period. Hopefully I don't play my way into some beginner's bad luck, you know, read some convoluted situation with penalties or whatever. So anyway, Beliveau has the puck, and the initial tick of time will arrive upon flipping this card. And it says to left defenseman, number 27. I've been shuffling them a lot. Even today while I'm doing other things, I might be shuffling these casually, like even when I'm doing some work tasks. If I have my hands free, that's what I'll be doing. I'll keep shuffling the pile. So Belivo's going to try to pass it back to Tom Johnson, but I have to look here for the right wing. The hit rating is 5, pretty good, but not 7. So he's going to get it back to Tom Johnson, and then I look to the 27 to see what Johnson will do with it in the ensuing play. Johnson is also going to look to pass. So I'm going to flip another card here, and that's a message, but not one that would disable the camera, so it's still rolling. Tom Johnson here with the pass, also 27. He's looking to get it to the right wing with the number 27, but it does say forced dump in if left defense is greater than 4, and it is 5, so there will be a forced dump in here. So before I can go to the following play, I'm going to hold on. So this pass, and so yeah, so actually I don't flip a card. I look here instead, I believe. I don't think I have to flip another card for this. I don't think Peter was flipping another card for this. I don't think it says in the book that you flip another card for this. It is not quite the same as shootout, which I kept alluding to in the previous video, that I wanted to do this like shootout. So I think here I'm looking at a puck battle. It's going to be Jean Beliveau up against Bill Hay here. And Bill Hay gets a +2 modifier. His loose puck 5, Jean Beliveau 7. So that is actually a tie. I'm not doing anything like intimidation or anything like that. I have it half covered up here with the fast action cards, which is, well, a little misleading, given that I'm not doing this quickly. If understood correctly, you can get through, playing these cards pretty quickly. But I believe that the puck will go to Jean Beliveau as a result of the dump in, because again, 7 and 7, so it's a tie even after the modifier, so it goes to the home team. So Beliveau has it, and we don't know what he's doing next, so I believe we have to take another 20 seconds off, because again, there's no numbers here, there's no indication of what Beliveau would do with it next. Rather than complete the pass, it was there was a dump in forced, and then Beliveau and Bill Hay battled for it. So now looking to pass to the right defenseman and the number 13, but the loose puck, if the left defenseman, so Moose Fosco here playing some pretty staunch defense with his defense rating of, or his hit rating rather, of 4, he has knocked it loose from Beliveau. If I were using intimidation, I think I would tick it up 1 for the away at this point. And because it's loose, and I guess Beliveau, I mean, could still have it because it's loose. Here, I think I'm supposed to use another card. It wouldn't make sense to me that on the same card, the visitor would knock the puck away just to go to the home left wing. Please let me know if I'm incorrect with that, if you see this and happen to know, and could so courteously point it out to me. Thanks a million, PJet, for going through that previous video. So here it says loose puck defensive right wing. So Vosco has taken it away and given it to Murray Balfour, and I don't... Now, was I supposed to go to 1840? Okay. Well, I will now. So Murray Balfour has it, the defense right wing, and so he's going to look to give it to Bill Hay, and Jean Belivau's hit rating is not 7, so he successfully will get it to Bill Hay. And I look to the 18 to see what Bill Hay will do with it, because again, there's nothing happened here defensively. So Bill Hay and 18 even strength is a shot 0. We get our first shot of the contest. And so again, I'm not looking here to the shot. I'm quite sure I'm going to flip and look at the shot, though not until after I look here to see if the defense is able to do anything about the shot. Tom Johnson, the left defenseman, his defense is greater than 1. So he has forced it wide, which means we have another loose puck situation. Because this is already a separate card, and I think this is why you don't always, this isn't quite as flippant as shootout. Because this is already a separate card, and because the shot is disregarded because of this modifier, I'm pretty sure that now what I am doing, and the shot wasn't on net, so it's not a rebound, potential rebound. So I'm pretty sure that what I'm doing here is I would look to here. So the offensive right defenseman, Pierre Pilote, and the defensive left wing, Gilles Tremblay, +8. So if he can't win that, that's pretty sad for Tremblay's sake. So the defense is 10. And, oh, sorry, loose puck rating. So 12 up against 6. So Tremblay has collected the loose puck. And we have to see who it's going to. I don't know if technically Tremblay has collected the loose puck. Again, it's assumed that it's wrested away by the team and not an individual player necessarily. So right defense 34, trying to get it to Doug Harvey, but I do have to look at the interception here of the center. The center and left wing, if their defense adds up to 8, it does not. The center and left wing, it adds up to 4. So he's going to be able to get the puck back to Doug Harvey. And I'm looking to a 34 here to see what, if anything, Harvey will do with it. And one shy of the AST, Harvey is also going to look to pass. And yes, I'm already getting a little nervous because we're about to a potential line change. So, Harvey, I'm looking to a 33. He's going to try to get it to the right wing. If any defender's penalty rating is 12, I'll be tempted to ignore it, but they aren't anyway, so phew. It's going to go to Geoffrion, and I looked at the 33 immediately, and I know this is the thing that I screwed up on a lot with the previous video. 33 is an AST. And again, even though I've already marked it down at the 18-minute, I'm assuming basically, and this is what I do with shootout hockey, whether you're supposed to or not, I flip, I mark time, and then I look at what, if anything, happened, and I assume that all of that action that would have taken place leading up to this. So I'm assuming now, even though I've marked it 18 minutes here, that, and maybe it's different if you're counting up, trying to think, no, I mean, it's still, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm counting down. So I'm assuming that everything that I'm doing here at the moment is playing out, flipping out here, what would have transpired between the 18:20 and the 18-minute mark. So again, to Geoffrion. 33 is an AST. I have to get a new... this is wrong. I know. Yes, I know. It's wrong. What I do for the AST is I look here, and I don't mark time for this one. That is one of many things that Peter Miller points out very well in the video, even if he's flipping the cards wrong. I like that one. It's a little shorter. It's a little more in slow motion. The Just Play one, of course, he's motoring along more quickly. So... because it's an AST, I disregard all of this. And I'm simply looking at 32, and I believe I looked at the left defenseman. I think, right? Because it's basically AST pass equivalent on Geoffrion's card. So I will look to Johnson, but for the 32, I'm not looking here. I'm looking here on the AST, the shot 0. So, because maybe Geoffrion, maybe Vosco was, barreling in on him. So, slides it to Johnson at the point. Maybe Johnson, it's a quick release. He doesn't get a whole lot on it. And 32 is good for a shot 0. So, what I'm going to do now, and again, because there's been no pass, this is still transpiring in 20 seconds, which is entirely conceivable. The wide, so the shot 0 is 91. We're not on the breakaway. I disregard that entirely. But first, I do have to look here. Wide shot, if the defensive center is greater to or equal than 10, it is not. So this is a shot on goal 0 at 91. I looked at Glenn Hall 0, shot 0, and he has made the save. And it's going to go to the defensive left wing, Bobby Hall. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to assume here, so Hall has collected it. I think that will allow the defense to switch out. I think that will at least allow Montreal's defense to switch out. I'm just going to switch out Montreal, the defense and the forwards. I mean, yes, the Golden Jet could, could rocket from one end to the other, and they could catch Montreal in a bad line change if they're not careful. But again, I'm learning the game, so I'm not going to try to improvise quite that far into it right now. So Hall has the puck. This was all, this is all from the previous, the shot in the 91 and everything. I still recognize everything. So I know this is probably, there's certain things that it's not how it's done in the game, and I don't care. It's hockey. Give and take. So I want Hall to play the puck before heading off the ice, basically. So what I will do, and I do this for other games too, I'm going to do the pass too. I'm going to tick it down another 20 seconds. And the force dump in, and again, I'll assume Dickie Moore is in the ice. His defense is not 5 anyway. So Hall, but I'm going to assume that Balfour headed off the ice. And so to the right wing, number 39. And so coming on to take the pass is Ken Morum. And I'm going to look to 39 for Warren. That's how I'm going to complete the line change. And I know that was very slow and very deliberate, but I do think, again, because it's in line with what I do with other hockey games that I play, I think I will eventually be able to do it more quickly. Hopefully. So Warren has the puck, and again, before I do any more flipping or looking, I have to look at 39 and Warren's even, which is an AST. So for the AST, again, I'm not advancing any more time just yet. I flip, and I don't look here. I look here. I ignore this. Left wing 17, that sounds and sort of feels like it could be pretty good, and we have our goal scorer, Ron Murphy, here. That is good for a shot for Ron Murray. So I flip, and that's a 36 and a shot for now. I overlooked the defense, but I'm pretty darn sure that I still have to look here to see if the shot was blocked. I think even a shot 4 can be blocked. I'm pretty sure in that, again, in the Peter Miller sample play, there was a shot that would have been a goal, but it was blocked by Bobby Orr. That might have been an AST shot. I could be misconstruing a couple of points in the video now. It was not early when I watched it. But a shot 36 on a shot 4. And I don't think the right wing rather block is 9 anyway. It is 1. So 36, and I got to look the shot 4 and Jacques Palan at 36. So it is an in, but it is a rebound. And again, this is still within 20 seconds, entirely conceivable given the pace of a hockey game. So no wait, do I flip? The shot? Yes, because again, the rebound, I'm sorry, but if this is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't want to read the rebound from the same card as I would read the shot. That just seems ridiculous to me. So I will flip. The rebound simply says the offensive left defenseman. In this case, that is Dollars St. Laurent. And I'm pretty sure that what I look at now is 36 on his AST. Because again, you don't have 20 seconds for a rebound, not necessarily, hardly. Now for his AST, it only goes up to 22. He's not very offensively inclined. 2 goals and 17 assists in 67 games. Good defenseman, though. Wide of the net. Pretty sure this would be the equivalent to a shot wide. And so what I do now is I flip. I'm still not advancing time. I'm looking at a loose puck. Hold on. Would I flip for this one? The 36 came here. I don't think I do. I don't think I flip. I could be wrong about this. This is where I should assign a percentage of confidence to everything that I'm doing here. I'm not going to do exact numbers right now, but this would be lower. I'm less confident about this. But I think I'm looking to the loose puck. The offensive right defenseman in this case would be Jack Evans. Even though it's been fired wide of the net, Chicago's still in the offensive. And then Dickie Moore plus 7. And I'm just looking at loose puck rating. So 13 is greater than 4. Dickie Moore has recovered the loose puck in the Montreal zone. And I think, voila. I think what I do now is I go to 17-20. He's going to look to get it Donnie Richard. The defense takeaway there from Mikita. Takeaway is 4. Greater than or equal to 4. So in this 20 seconds, so you see again, sometimes, because abstraction is necessary for any good hockey game. So it's probably not going to take 20 seconds for what happened there to have that happen. However, I mean, you have to advance time at some point. I mean, I could argue maybe Mikita has I'd laugh if this were actually, but I'm pretty sure it's not. But, you know, if Mikita then looked to the 33, but I don't think that's what happens. I hope not. That maybe if I were designing the game, that's what I do. I go, okay, Mikita gets the 33 instead. But, yeah, I don't know about that either. So I'm assuming that, yeah, in the ensuing 20 seconds, Mikita's managed again to get the puck away. And again, I'm trying to go deliberately, slowly, and carefully. From Dickie Moore, perhaps, although maybe Moore handed it off to somebody else. In any event, Mikita still has it. When it was on its way to Henri Richard, Mikita got it instead with the takeaway. So I'm now flipping for Mikita to see what, if anything, he can do with it. So he's going to try to get it to Jack Evans, and it's going to be a forced dumping if the defense is 7 or greater, which it is not. So it gets to Jack Evans. Before I do anything else, and I know I screwed up countless times in the other video, I looked at Evans' 14 even strength, which is another pass. So Chicago, I'm assuming several passes in the interim, but they're just, you know, they're unable to get the desired look at the net that they want or whatever. So Jack Evans here looking to pass to Jack Evans. So he's handed it elsewhere. Penalty rating is 3. Thank you, Dickie. And I have to mark time because I am flipping and looking to pass again. And so he's going to get it to himself, I guess. 25, I look, and that's yet another pass here for Evans. So again, we look. This is kind of the equivalent of like a bit of a lull shift now, or for lull minute that you would have in some other games. The center in number 16, but it's knocked loose if the defense hit rating is 2 or greater, which it is. Langlois from Montreal has knocked it loose. And so again, here in this 20 seconds now, to kind of make up for not, you know, for very little happening in these 40, I think we're going to get a, potentially, possibly, we're going to get a little more action in this 20-second sequence. So, Langlois has knocked it loose. He knocked it loose here, so I'm not using the card for both readings. That just seems ridiculous to me. I'm quite sure that's not how one would do it. And it's not a forced dump in. It's been knocked loose. I'm not using lower high physicality. I'm keeping everything just straight to and rookie mode, right? Noob mode. So, loose puck. Offensive left defenseman. That would be St. Laurent in this case. Defensive left defenseman, Langlois, +1. He's hungry. He's busy. So 5 on the loose puck and 4 on the loose puck. So Langlois has managed to collect it. And now down to the 16-minute mark for Al Langlois. I'm pretty sure. He's going to try to get it to Henri Richard. We're down to the 16-minute mark. But it looks like it will be knocked loose again because who doesn't have a hit rating of 1? So Mikita, I'll keep it on Langlois' stick. This is something I was putting the puck in the center a lot last time. And it seemed to, I don't want to use it as an excuse, but it seemed to confuse myself more doing that. So anyway, Langlois, but I was looking to pass it, so maybe I do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try to do a change, in the equivalent of a change in the fly. Maybe my reach is exceeding my grasp at this point, but I don't care. I'm having fun. So Langlois has the puck, tries to get it. It's knocked loose again. I don't want to look here. I'm going to look here. Offensive left wing, which in this case, because he last hit the puck, would be Dickie Moore, up against St. Laurent, +1. So Moore has still won it. He still has the loose puck, but it is time to change lines. So like I did with Bobby Hull in the previous shift, I'm going to look for Dickie Moore to try to hand it off. So I'm assuming they would have bought themselves time. And Moore heading up the ice with it. We'll put Tremblay and Turner out there, and we'll give Plante a better look. I do have to print a few more goalie cards, and I think I will get some of the new as well to sub in with the old. I'll try to, again, as I'm learning the game, I'll try using the new goalie cards that everyone raves about, and the improved goalie cards. So Reg Fleming and Al Arbour come out for the Blackhawks. And I'll assume as well that Ab McDonald, Todd Sloan, and Eric Nestorenko can come on for Chicago as well. And Dickie Moore, I'm going to try to see, again, now this is a little long, so I'm wondering if I jumped the gun there, but oh well. I think, and I hope I'm not wrong about this, I think I have done this more correctly. I've been more careful, and I think I have done this more correctly this time than I have other times, or the other time on camera, and probably other times off camera. Dickie Moore is going to try to get it to Not Bill Hickey, but Don Marshall. So interception if the left wing, the oncoming left wing here in left defense. So 2 and 2. That's 4. I'm not using this forechecking thing right now. I'm pretty sure this is always either 0, 1, or 3 anyway. So if you stay in 2, I'm pretty sure that you're safe from this check. Dickie Moore will to the right wing 37. So I'm going to improvise a little bit. He heads off the ice. Improvise might not be the right word for it. Well, kind of. Trying to do an on-the-fly line change. He heads off the ice. And Marshall, I look to 37 even strength. For Marshall, that's an AST. I take us down to the 15-20 now comfortably. But not for the AST. This is for the previous. This is for the Moore to Marshall. So Marshall has it. And in the interval there, hold on. No AST, I have to look here. So I do. I have to turn it again. And these are shuffled better though. Again, could you still use some improvement. So Marshall 37 AST, he's going to try to get it to Bonin, and he will because I disregard this because it's a great pass. Marcel Bonin has a shot 1. So I'm going to flip to look at the other shot. I don't think I look here because I have to look here, so that would not make sense to me to look at both on one card. The shot is 40. It isn't interrupted at all whatsoever. So 40 on a shot 1 to Glenn Hall. He's going to hold on to it. We're going to get a face-off in Chicago's end. And again, no time has transpired there. That was the AST and the shot. Off the draw. I think this is only our second draw in this game so far, in this period. So center, Sloan is a 5. Backstrom is a 6. And wait, okay. Rant time. I don't like that these two are the same color. I have given this some thought and some consideration. I hope I didn't screw up in the opening puck draw. I think this face-off, I might even do this manually, a little red marked here. I don't know, I just, for some reason, because this is in the center of the card, not only that, but this one here, and again, I don't want to complain too much. Look, I design games, and even like just yesterday, I was ripping apart one of my games and thinking to myself, like, how could I not have thought to do it this way before? This makes so much more sense than how I was trying to do it previously. So look, utmost respect for anybody who endeavors to design something like this. It's really, really hard to do, especially on your own. I think the assist, because this comes up a lot less often, should almost be like bottom freaking corner of the card or something. And this face-off, maybe a little bit of red, you know, a little bit of red to simulate the fact that, you know, the puck is being dropped onto a red circle, a red dot. Let's get a little red here for the face-off. Like, it doesn't, I'm not saying this should be flush red, although that would look nice, I think. Light red, of course, not dark red. But even maybe just like a little red outline, which I think is what I will do if I do it manually. I'm just going to trace like a red outline around these cards. So I sort of idiot-proof my FACs a little further. Anyway, hopefully marker won't go through the card. I might use colored pencil, actually. Take the old Hilroy and go over it. Yeah. Okay. I'll be back. No, I'm gonna keep playing it. So anyway, from the face-off there, longest draw ever, +4 modifier, and not the left defense +4. It's Todd Sloan with a +4, which means that he will win the draw against Backstrom. I don't look here and I look here. Reggie Fleming has the puck in Chicago's end. Fleming looking to get it to left wing Ab McDonald, but I got to look at the interception rating here. The defense, if it adds up to 10, I'm looking at the righties here, 1 and 3, which is lower than 10, so it will be Ab McDonald. And I looked at 19 on Ab McDonald's card. That's good for a shot 1 for Ab McDonald. So, nothing can interrupt his shot. His shot is 54. And I did say a shot 1 because 19 between his shot 1 of 15 to 21. I'm thinking back now. I hope I didn't screw up. I think it was Bone and shot 1. Anyway, so no going back now. So shot 54 on a shot 1 for Jacques Plante is going to be held on to. So we're going to get a face-off now at this end. Plant wants a drink of water or something. Left wing, and there are no modifiers, so it's going to come down to who is the better face-off taker, which in this case is Ralph Backstrom. So to the left wing, and trying to get it to JC Tremblay. 20 seconds taken off. Is the left wing take rating 4 or greater? It is not. So to Tremblay, and before I do anything else, because again, this is what I screwed up on so many times in that initial video, I looked at the 13. So the 13 here for Tremblay even is going to be another pass. So again, this is another instant where we could get 20-40, and I like that. I like that that's in the game as well. I like that, because if you had to flip 5, 6, 8 cards or whatever, I might be exaggerating by a little there, but if you had to flip several cards for every 20-second interval, this, in my estimation, which again is not the most informed, but I have taken a, you know, I've looked at this game a fair bit in the past little while. It would just be a little too cumbersome, a little too tedious at that point. However, I think here it works. Like the variety is nice. The balances and imbalances or whatever are nice. So Tremblay, 13 was good for a pass. So I'm going to flip. I'm going to mark. And penalty, if left wing penalty is greater than 5, it is not. That's the only defense modifier that's stopping him from getting it to right wing Don Marshall. Number 14 here with a shot to Don Marshall. So flip to look at the shot. I hope I flipped to look at the other shot there, the shot one. Did I? If I didn't, sorry. Sometimes I think about stuff and I catch it after the fact. I catch it on my own after the fact. Because I'm wondering now, I'm tempted to rewind. Somebody had a shot one. I think it was McDonald. And I'm wondering if I did it properly, if I flipped the card, or if I flipped when I shouldn't have flipped, or I didn't flip and I should have flipped. Anyway, Marshall has a shot two for Marshall. But again, this is where he obtained the puck. So I'm not going to look at this card. I'm going to flip. Nothing getting in the way of it. Shot 2, 86. Not a great one, but it will be stopped and go to defense left defenseman Reggie Fleming. Nothing else going on other than to flip, mark for time, and he's going to try to get it to Todd Sloan. And again, I'm going to try to work in a line change in the fly. Is the right defense hit 6? It is not. I'm not looking to this. So he's going to get it to Todd Sloan, number 18. Sloan with a shot 0. And so what I think I'll do now, well, I'll resolve the shot, and then I'll assume that, again, Sloan is taking the shot on goal, and he's going to look to head off the ice. So Sloan, again, 18 is a shot 0 for Sloan. That is the result of this 20 seconds. Sort of the end result. And actually not quite, because there could be rebound, forced dump in, blah, blah, blah. Wide shot if the left defense is 4 or greater. It is a 2. So this is going to be a shot, and a good one that I'm glad is only a shot 1. That was 18, right? Yeah, 18. Sorry, did I say shot 1? I meant shot 0. Uh-oh. Right wing Todd Sloan, shot 0. And the shot is not knocked wide. So I looked at the 13 now. On again, a shot 0. 13, so it's not going to be a goal. Palant has given up the rebound. Now, I've already looked at the shot in this card. So I'm pretty sure for the rebound, what I do is flip. The rebound says offensive left wing. I will assume a change. I'm going to assume, so I'm giving the puck to Ab McDonald. He's still out there. Todd Sloan's probably heading off. Eric Nestorenko's probably heading off. And I'm going to really game it and say Montreal's got to stay on. I won't work in fatigue or anything like that, but what if this were real? Especially if I'm going to take my time with it. You know, if I were trying to blitz through it, I might just mindlessly change lines whenever. I do that with other games, but for this one, nah. Ab McDonald has the puck. He collected the rebound. So I looked at 33. Before anything else, I looked at 33. And this 33, and sorry if I did this incorrect before, I believe what I'm doing here is I'm looking at his AST. So he's going to have a follow-up shot 1, unless, of course, it's knocked wide or blocked or whatever. So I'm going to flip. I still have an advanced time. So I think he's still justified being out there. And shot 1, not impeded in any way. And again, similar to the AST, I don't look here, and I know I made this mistake in the previous video. So a 67 on, like I said, a shot 1, because it was like a 33 or something, is going to be held on to by Palant. Perfect. We get the line change in. So let's not put the 4th line out there yet. They're going to get like 30 seconds a game. It's the playoffs. Let's. Some of them didn't even dress. Some of the guys I had in the 4th line. I just wanted 4 lines. You know, just actually no. I already put Vosco and Palat out there. So I think now Backstrom's been out there for a while. He's tired. Let's just come back with the top line. Keep it simple enough this time with Geoffrion Beliveau and Gilles Tremblay, which, as I said in the previous video, I'm pretty sure was the line, at least for this game. And it might have been more. I'd have to look at more. I looked for some 61 on YouTube. 61 is hard to find on YouTube. And full games. I'm all or nothing type. I'm sure there are highlights, but that gives me a little more information than box scores would. So we're going to get the face-off in Montreal's end. And face-off, left defense, basically to the higher face-off taker, which in this case is Beliveau. Tom Johnson with the puck. Johnson getting us to 13:40. I'm going to have to stop this soon. I think I'll try to get down to 10 minutes and then stop it mid-game. You know what, I will even try to go a little faster. Penalty, if penalty is 3 or greater, glad it's only a 2. I don't want to deal with penalties for the time being. I just don't. Now that I've said that, I'll get one knowing my luck. Beliveau 15. Beliveau 15 even is shot 2. So we'll flip and see if he got the shot, because again, we've already used these cards, so I can't go here. Shot 2 unimpeded. So 35 and a shot 2, right? I think I'll just go straight to the 35 there in a shot 2. I'm not looking at anything up here this time. And Glenn Hall 35 and a shot 2 is going to be a rebound. So, and again, because I've used this card, I don't look here. Rebound, simply defensive right defenseman. Nice clean resolve. And now the only thing, because this, I mean, it is possible again, there could be a stretch pass the other way, but now, again, I'm fully acknowledging that I'm confused here, because he gets it. But if I look at his AST number, this seems like more what I would look to for the offense, right? 35. I mean, I will have a look at it here. So yeah, 35. Well, actually, 35 is wide. So see, that's inconceivable to me. He's not going to get the I mean, it would be not inconceivable, but rare that he would collect the rebound and then from like 180 feet away, fire wide on Jacques Palant and just like deliberately ice the puck. Stranger things have happened, but I don't see it happening this time. So if I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. Palat. And again, that felt like it could be a good 20-ish seconds of action. So he's going to look to get it back to himself, but I have to look now. Do their defenses add up to 7? Not quite. It is 6. No modifiers. So he hangs on to it, and I look to the number 40. 40 is good for an AST, so remember what I was saying about that. So I'm looking now. I'm not going to advance any more time. He's looking to get a great pass, evidently to himself, just when you think you've shuffled them well enough. And number 40. So we're going to get repetition. Or wait, no, we're not. I looked at 40 on his AST this time. And I'm not looking at anything here. So he has shot wide of the net. So I still don't advance time. What I have to do now, I believe, is look at the loose puck, because it's been fired wide of the net. And I give it to the defensive left defenseman. I don't think I can look at this loose puck. I don't think. No, because I had to find out who it was going to first for the AST, so I don't look there for the loose puck. So, Johnson's going to try to get it off the Beliveau here. And if left defense hit is 5 or greater, just under it. So he gets it to Beliveau. I looked at 35 on Belivau's card, which is an AST. So I don't advance time any further. Left wing, 19. Because it's AST, I disregard this. 19 on Tremblay's AST. is a shot 3 for Tremblay. And again, I've already looked at these. So Tremblay with a shot 3. Possibly this could be impeded, but it is not. So shot 3 for Tremblay in 57. Over to Glenn Hall we go. We look at the shot 3, and he's just held on to it. So face off in Chicago's end. I like that because, again, we went about like in actual hockey. You can go several minutes without a draw and then have several face-offs within a minute. We went, I think, the better part of 5 minutes without a face-off. Again, I could be off by one, but I'm counting like the third face-off at least in the past minute or so. Good, like that. Gets my stamp of approval. So Hall has held on to it. I'll show symbolically the face-off is in Chicago's end. +9 modifier. I'm assuming Bill Hay has won. It's funny in the PC game, it will show Bill Hay's face-off rating as like a 14, so you don't have to do the modifier on your own. So Bill Hay has won the draw. Over to Murray Balfour, and we're going down to 1240. Okay, so he's going to try to get it back to Bill Hay, but the defense, if it's greater than 8, it's a forced dump in. It is not. So back to Bill Hay, and I looked at the 24. And I hope I've not messed that up. I hope. I've been trying to be really careful not to mess that up. So even strength, 24 for Bill Hay, simply another pass. Hay with like 59 points that year, but only 11 goals among them. He's going to look to set somebody up. More specifically, he'll look to get it back to Pierre Pilote, but I have to look at the takeaway rating. Tom Johnson has taken it away, and I believe actually they are supposed to take 20 more seconds away as well. Johnson has the puck. I might be doing this part incorrectly. I might. I wouldn't be all that surprised if this were at least slightly incorrect, what I'm doing right now. Because, again, that's a pretty fast 20 seconds. Which, again, that can happen. You can go pass, and a minute could go by. But I'm wondering now if there's anything else in this 20 that I'm supposed to... But no, if there is, I don't know what it is yet. So Johnson to Johnson. I was just looking to see those numbers are very different at least. So 1 and 5, they're the chance of that. I don't feel so bad, or like these are not shuffled well, and I don't want to peek ahead. Hit greater than 4, it is 5. So the puck has been knocked loose. Again, if I were using the intimidation, I'd take another one there for Chicago. The puck's been knocked loose. I'll leave it on Johnson's stick for the time being. That would have taken me to 12 minutes, though. But again, somewhere in between 12:20 and 12 minutes remaining, Balfour has knocked the puck loose from Johnson. Hypothetically, anyway, whatever. It's going to go to, and again, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm quite sure that's not how it's done. I'd be shocked the more that I think about it. So the loose puck here, offensive center and defensive center +8. So, Balfour, he might have nudged Tom Johnson, but maybe Beliveau anticipated it well, and he's there to collect, to get the loose puck. He's tracked it well. He's anticipated it, and because +8, that's pretty much automatically. I've not seen a differential of it. Because, I'm pretty sure this can only go to 9. So your guy could be like a 1. Unless he's a 9 and then it's a tie and then it still goes to the home team. So I like moments like that in a game where I can look at it and go, oh yeah, and I don't even have to think. Beliveau has it. So again, I'm going to try to change. I will assume now there's some muscling away of the puck. Beliveau, when you're trying to get down here because the defense involved the forwards, I'm going to assume that Pilote and Vosco snuck off the ice. We'll get St. Laurent and Jack Evans back out here. And Beliveau with it, so that will give their defense a chance to switch out as well. Talbot and Langlois come on. And Beliveau, we're just going to tick another 20. Tick and take another 20 for him. So Beliveau to himself, number 22, and the defense adds up to 5. So this doesn't factor in. Beliveau at 22, even strength. Oh, he gives it away. Oh, he's tired. He gives it away potentially. So we've not had this yet come up. So I have to flip and look to the break, right? Because again, I'm pretty sure these cards are burned for. There's the break. See, I would take that away. I just would. I'd put it elsewhere on the card. Just bury it. You almost never have to use it, right? Why is it front and center? Very minor thing. Mind you, very minor thing, admittedly. So again, I can't take the break from the 22 reading. I can't. So I'm going to go here. No break for right wing, but I'm pretty sure, and I'm thinking back to this, I'm pretty darn sure, unless I read it wrong, it means that just the right wing gets it. So here I will assume it's a tired Beliveau, and it is a fresh Kenny Warham, who got the puck but wasn't quite able to get the breakaway because Talbot and Langlois snuck on in the meantime. All right, so they're there to prevent the breakaway. That makes total sense to me. An exhausted Beliveau, he wouldn't have been exhausted. Beliveau was a machine. He heads off. Henri Richard, Dickie Moore, and Bill Hickey come on instead. And no. Don't think so. Cam Warham with the puck now. Right? What's going to happen next? We'll take 20 seconds off to find out. Warham is going to look for the 26, but I got to look at the lefties 3 and 2. So no, Warham 26 even strength. He's going to look to pass it once more. Right defense in 35, but I got to look now center and left wing. If the defense adds up to 9, it does not. So the right defense. And I will say this too. I spoke of my own designs a little earlier. I have trouble with there not being a ridiculous number of turnovers in my games, even among really good players. So I do have to say a lot of these defense checks that are coming in a little on the low side, I like that. It's basically the offense. These are NHL hockey players. I mean, the defense is really good, but if they're not doing anything entirely stupid, you know, they should know how to pass the puck. And anyway, you get the idea. He's going to pass it back to Jack Evans. That should, most times, more often than not, no matter how good the defense is over here, he should be able to do that with little to no trouble. A drop pass for Jack Evans. Or, you know, passing it back. Just away from traffic to Jack Evans is what I'm trying to say. So Evans, and I have to look to the 35 on his card before I freaking forget to. It's going to be another pass here. Down to the 1040, I think. I'm not claiming with 100% confidence or anywhere near to it that I've done this correctly. Trying. So he's going to try to get it to right wing, up to Warham, again, number 37. But the forced dump in, that's looking likely because the defense is 3. I don't see any zeros. He has a breakaway rating of 0. Poor dollar St. Laurent. So does, actually, it could be a lot of the defensemen. Yeah, they don't get breakaways. Okay, I see. Mod coming. So Evans here with a 37. No, sorry, Warham with the 36. No. Forced dump in. Right. Just leave it on Evans's for the time being. That messes me up. Yes, I play other games where I move the puck around a lot more and a lot more quickly. So, again, I'm trying to explain everything here that I'm doing. These cards have been burned. I can't use these to resolve the dump in. Right? Yeah, because I've already, the 37 is part of what, well, you know, because I didn't use that 37. And the forced dumping came from this card. So I think I look here. Final answer. And sorry if I've been inconsistent with this. I don't think I've had many dump-ins in this. Maybe 2 or 3 at most. So, offensive right wing and defensive left defenseman +1. And because it's a puck battle, we're looking at the loose, I believe. I don't see a battle rating. I don't think, because it wouldn't be his defense, right? It's loose. So, 5 and 5. So, the left defenseman. Whoops. 4 and 1, but the tie is still going to the home. Al Langlois with it. And now we get down to, and this makes sense, right? It's going to take time to get it out of the Montreal zone. We're down to 10-20. Left defense and number 1, but an interception. If these add up to 10, they add up to 6. So number 1 for him even is good for a shot 2. So 95, definitely not on a breakaway with that big old 0 rating. Nothing getting in the way of the shot. We look to a 95 on a shot 2 for Glenn Hall. 95 on a shot 2 is probably corralled it to a defense. Right wing. Warham. Down to the 10-minute mark, and then I have to get going. So Warham's going to try to get back to Dollar St. Laurent here before heading off the ice. Makes sense. But 4 stump in if the right defenseman defense is greater than 2. So you might not be able to hand it off. Defense is 4. So 4 stump in. And again, I think, right, because I'm not looking to the 39 in the resolve, I think I can just go here. I think. So the visitor left wing versus the home defenseman. Chicago is the visitor. Loose puck is 5. Home right defenseman is 5. No modifiers. That's a tie. Jean-Guy Talbot has the puck, which will give everyone a chance to change. I have to turn this off for the time being. That has been 10 minutes. We're now halfway through the game. It is still 1-0 Chicago. There have been little in the way of scoring chances. It's been some tentative play here so far in the second period, which hopefully I've done correctly as a stretch. Hopefully I've done it a lot more correctly than the previous time. Okay, got to get going. So, bye for now.